Myself Vijay Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from SNS College of Technology. In this video lecture series, we will see about hybrid electric vehicles. So before that, you should know about what is meant by vehicle. So the vehicle is nothing but it is a moving object. So any object can move from one direction to another direction with the help of internal force or a external force, whatever it may be. That segment or that object is called as a vehicle. Okay. So in this vehicle, so we have two different kind of sources are there. For example, in earlier days they are using internal combustion engines. So that means internal combustion engine means the vehicle is driven by some internal combustion engine parameters. For example, we are considering that this is the vehicle. The vehicle we have a wheels. For example, two wheels. The wheels need mechanical movement. So the wheel needs mechanical movement. So in this mechanical movement, we need to give from internal or external. For example, the wheel is connected with the help of shaft. We are connecting one machine or a driver. So this machine is called as a internal combustion engine. It may be a IC engine or it may be a gasoline engine. Otherwise, it is called as a some electrical engine. So these are the different kind of segments are there. For example, internal combustion engine. So what is meant by internal combustion engine? So internal combustion engine means it is a device. It is used to convert one form of energy into another form of energy. For example, this internal combustion engine, we have a petrol engine. So petrol engine means the petrol will be a input and then output will be a mechanical output. That means the petrol is converted into mechanical energy with the help of petrochemical process. So finally it will get mechanical output. That mechanical output is connected to the wheels. So directly the vehicle will start to move one direction to another direction. For example, it is a diesel engine. Just we are assuming that is a diesel engine. So diesel engine means the input will be a fuel that is called as a diesel. The diesel is given to the vehicle engine. Now the engine is converted into diesel energy into mechanical energy. That mechanical energy is again fed into the wheels. Now the wheels starts to running. Okay. So we have one more doubt. So the known vehicles have directly connected to the shaft to the wheels because the vehicle output, that means the engine output will be high RPM with low torque. We need to convert the high RPM as well as high torque, otherwise low RPM as a low torque. So based on the application, we need to change the torque as well as RPM values. So that's why we are introducing one transmission system that is called as a gearing transmission system. Otherwise it is called as a engine power transmission mechanism. So that mechanism will give the desired output of torque as well as desired output of speed. So the first one, the engine is connected to the gearing mechanism or a gear segment. The gear segment shaft is connected to the wheels. So this is the power flow. The power is generated from the engine. The output is given to the gearing mechanism. Again, the gearing mechanism, we need to give the inputs. So because we peoples only decide when we need to give the input, whether it is a first gear or a second gear or a third gear or a top gear. That means, so first gear, for example, we are assuming that the first gear, the RPM value will be very low. At the same time, torque value will be very high. So this is the first gear because the vehicle is now standing in a standstill condition. So in that condition, the vehicle have a different kind of forces are already applied in the vehicle. For example, so this vehicle is now in standstill condition. So now the gravitational force is applied to the vehicle and also the wheels have a rolling forces that is called RF. So the wheel has a rolling forces and also the vehicle have an internal weight and also the passenger weight. So due to this different kind of forces act on a vehicle, the vehicle we need to give very high torque with low RPM at initial stage. So that's why we are using a gearing mechanism as a first gear. So when the user is putting to the first gear, automatically the output will be very high torque with a low RPM of speed. So just imagine that once the vehicle starts to moving, we don't want that kind of torque. We need to increase the RPM. So that's why we are introducing the second gear arrangement. In this second gear arrangement, the RPM is gradually increases, the torque will be gradually decreases. So the vehicle starts to moving. So when the vehicle reaches the maximum speed, we have a top speed or a top gear. So in that time period, RPM will be very high, the torque will be very low. So in this condition, the vehicle is going to maximum speed. Just imagine we need to make a vehicle in a reverse gear. So what will happen? During the reverse gear condition, the gearing mechanism will change. For example, gear 1, you are connecting gear 1 and then gear 2. So first gear rotating like this means the second gear will rotate anti-clockwise direction. So in order to connect the gearing mechanism odd and even combination, we can make as our rotational in reverse direction. So this is how the vehicle is moved to forward direction as well as a reverse direction. Okay, so this is how the vehicle is moved to from one direction to another direction with the help of gearing arrangements. So now the gear is the same. So the wheel is same, gear is same. Only one, the difference is the source. We need to change the source. Even it may be a internal combustion engine or a petrol engine. Otherwise, it may be a gasoline engine. So this is the normal vehicle parameter. So you should understand what is meant by vehicle, what is meant by sources. So that's why we are explaining this kind of kinetic parameters. So once you know these basic concepts, and then only we can move as a another one concepts. Okay, thank you. We will move on a next topic in a next video.